Every high priest is ordained to offer gifts and sacrifices. Wherefore it is of necessity that this man have somewhat also to offer.
For himself, because he was corrupt. Yep. Talking about the priest.
For if he were on earth, he should not be a priest, seeing that there are priests that offer gifts according to the law, who serve unto the example and shadow of heavenly things. As Moses was admonished of Yahweh when he was about to make the tabernacle. For see, saith he, that thou make all things according to the pattern showed to thee in the mount.
But I came and reformed that.
But now hath he obtained a more excellent ministry, by how much also he is the mediator of a better covenant.
And this is the reformation, making the covenant better. Okay, we make some changes because the old way y'all couldn't do it. Y'all couldn't handle that. So let me change it up a little bit. Let me upgrade it.
Let me help y'all out.
Let me help y'all out, man. This is gonna be better for you, right?
And having faith is way easier because the gift given unto you is way easier to have faith than to have to perform this law perfectly in a body that can't perform the law perfectly. That's subject to transgression of the law.
Yep.
So now we have a chance.
Under grace.
Yeah, that grace.
We got that grace. And this is what was given to us until the second covenant is finally fully established.
Right. So we have a chance to make it. Because if we had to just try to get in by the deeds of the law, no matter how many laws we know, we would always fall short of the glory.
Yeah. You can sit in a box for the rest of your life and still not follow the laws.
If you sat in a room in a box in a room by yourself, all your sins would be happening in here.
Yeah.
You still would be unworthy.
Yeah, hey, the scriptures say idleness teaches much evil.
See?
Our mind, the Lord gave us the heart of a stony heart and not the heart of flesh. So eventually evil thoughts are going to come into your mind.
That's why even the sin in the world, they say an idle mind is the devil's playground.
Exactly. So you don't think you could just stand dormant and because you're just doing that and you're not out, doing physical acts, that wickedness can't still seep into you. That's why we needed Yahweh shot. But finish that, and then we definitely got to get back to that important. You see how so much could just come off of. You go from one thing, and then so many layers, and so much could come from a particular, aspect.
Yeah.
Where Yahweh Shai was laying upon them was deep. It went over their heads, man. That's why they didn't like the Lord.
And what are we actually talking about? The Reformation, because the old way was corrupt. Because we were corrupt.
God, hey, see that Protestant Reformation shit that Edomite Christians is on, that's not the Reformation of Yahweh Shai that Yahweh Shai brought for the nation of Israel. That's something different. Them, denouncing Catholicism, and because they came up with a few opinions that's different from the Catholic opinion of certain teachings, that has nothing to do with the Lord, man. All right.
And how prideful and bold? I don't want to go far off, but how prideful and bold is that they think that they can reform it in that time when Yahweh Shai was here, it was reformed. He reformed it perfectly. It just had to be initiated all the way up to this time for it to become into power.
Yeah, and it had to be established by the blood.
Right.
Yeah.
You got it, bro.
Let's finish.
Back in Hebrews 8:8, it says, by how much also he is the mediator of a better covenant, which was established upon better promises.
You know how much better it is that we get it and he just gives it to us to get right? Because we can never figure out how to get right 100%. But it demands 100% right.
Northern Kingdom tried.
Yeah, they tried to leave. It's still fucked up.
For if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second.
There would be no need for there to be a new one.
To reform it.
Yep.
For finding fault with them, he saith, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continue not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord.
Yep. They didn't keep their end of the contract. You know, they kept breaching the contract every time they was going off. And what were the penalties of breaching that contract? The curses. Yeah. Which is why we're in this shit today. You know? But at least under Yahushua now, even though we're still in the land of our captivity under the curses, but the Lord redeemed us from the curse of the law. You know, now we in Yahushua now. All right, under grace, awaiting to be redeemed. And the Lord gave us, until that point, He gave us the earnest of the Spirit, a down payment of the Spirit, man. So we can get this truth into us, we get this word into us, get sealed with the Holy Spirit of promise, and then the Lord's going to come, and then He's going to do the rest. Where He's going to change us and put the law into us. All right? Finish that up, and then we're going to go right back.
Verse 10, For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a power, and they shall be to me a people.
A lot of people say that that's already been fulfilled, that's already happened. If that's so, then why are the children of Israel still scattered?
If that's so, why are there even pork on the menu anyway?
If that's so, why is it still war?
I mean, we can go with that. We can just continue to go with that.
According to this, every Israelite is supposed to be righteous.
Yeah.
But 2/3 of them are of their father, the devil, right now.
Yeah.
Right.
So we know that has not been fulfilled yet.
Why do we still have to teach?
Well, it's going to get ready to say it. It's going to get ready to say that. We shouldn't even be out here if this is the case.
Verse 11, and they shall...
All we see is just our people just walking up and down the street in their iniquity.
Yep.
And don't think that they don't think at all that they're doing wrong. Niggas walking around with their pants down to the back of their knees, with dreads down their back. Yep. Our women walking around with shorts on, that's way up here.
2 inches above the thing.
Yeah. Come on, man. They're not thinking about the law whatsoever. They're not even, the Most High is not at all in their thoughts. So we know that this hasn't been fulfilled yet. But this is what's promised to us. This is what we're expecting. This is our hope. Go ahead.
Verse 11, and they shall not teach every man his neighbor, and they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest. For I will be merciful to their unrighteousness, and their sins and their iniquities will I remember no more. In that he saith, a new covenant he had made the first old. Now that which decayeth and waxeth old is ready to vanish away.
hold on.
Yeah.
It didn't say it vanished away. It said it's ready to vanish away. So that means that the old system is that's old, that's outdated. But leading up to the actual establishment, the activation. Hey, you know, we're and this is where we're transforming from the old man into the new. The Lord is preparing us for it, man.
Yeah.
We're being prepared for it.
How can the law be done away with when that law is about to be the way of life forever?
Yeah.
Right? So between the old and the new, we can do whatever the fuck we want. You know what I mean? No.
I asked the Christian that question.
Yeah.
I said, so what about the laws? They said, well, they're done away with. I said, but didn't the Lord say that we would have it written in us? So what laws are we talking about? And they were like, they're not the two great laws. The great commandment. I said, isn't that talking about the 10?
Yeah.
And then the 10 talking about all the laws of Moses? They all just kind of was like, yeah. Because you guys know the answers, talking about some of the Christians know the answers, but they don't want to put two and two together because of the heavy responsibility that comes with that people understand.
Hey, I never said the law was done away with.
He said the opposite.
I got it. Hold on, real quick. Matthew 5:17.
Yes.
Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I came not to come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot and one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, to all be fulfilled. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
If you're teaching the law done away with, woo,
You're gonna be the least.
you'll be the least in the kingdom. I have a question. It's kind of heavy what the brother said. Go back to the end of the 17th. It said to all be fulfilled right before that line.
Verse 18, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law to all be fulfilled.
Now, it says, until all be fulfilled. Well, one thing, what's something that'll be done away with out of the law once all is fulfilled? Does anybody know? It's a heavy question. I just want to know if y'all kind of know.
I'll give y'all easier. What did it mean when it said all be fulfilled?
Yeah, let's start there. That's a good place to start. So all the prophecies are fulfilled. Then what law will be taken away then? Here it is, sir. Here it is. The sacrificial. We won't have to sacrifice because we won't go off anyway.
Yeah, I was shy.
We'll have final sacrifice.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Can I finish reading this?
Well, you got a question?
No, we're not in it. Nope.
You need the new bodies to be in that second.
Done.
Verse 19, whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
Who's that? Hey, the elect, man.
Right.
Yeah, to show you that the Lord didn't do away with the law, there was a time when there was a man, I think he was a leper.
Yeah.
And the Lord pretty much came and healed him of cleansed him of his leprosy. But he still told, even though the Lord cleaned him miraculously of his leprosy, he still commanded that man to go to the priest and give him the sacrifice, the offering. Because once you was presented clean by the priest, a sacrifice is supposed to be offered. You already got it?
Yeah, kind of.
So why did the Lord do this if the Lord came to do away with the law?
Right.
Mark chapter 1, verse start with 41. And Yahushua moved with compassion, put forth his hand and touched him, and said unto him, I will be thou clean. And as soon as he had spoken, immediately the leprosy departed from him, and he was cleansed. And he straightly charged him and forthwith